So there's about 2 minutes left. Oh, they went for it. I don't think they got it. They didn't get it. Stood them up. Nice. 4th and 1, stood them up. Look at this. Yep, you got it really late. Oh, man. So 1:56 to go. What's going on, guys? 2-minute warning. It's 4th and 1. Legends stood them up. The Alliance app. Look at this. Wow. Get the Alliance app today. Live predictive gaming at full speed. Huh. Check that out. Will y'all say hi? Don't just jump on here and watch me. Come on. There's the 10 or 12 of y'all in here already. Say something. It's boring to watch me. 16-6. We'll see what they can do. Y'all know the deal. Hit that thumbs up. I hate Steve Spurrier. I hate him. Oh, he ran into his own guy. They didn't get any They didn't get any push on the offensive line right there. Is the chat not working? If somebody throw something in the chat so I can check the chat. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh. Throw it. Waiting too long, Sims. God almighty. You can't stay back there for a week, man. Come on. Flag on the play. What's the flag for? Is it another illegal defense? Let's see. Face mask. Defense. Oh, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Ooh, let's see. Oh, yeah, he knew he got that, too. He held on to it. Oh, man. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. All right, I got the chat fixed. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe Georgia won't choke. We'll see. Oh, throws him. Did he overthrow another one? Overthrew another one. He's been doing that all freaking night. Oh, he's got to settle down, man. Yeah, Georgia D-line is going to be good next year. For sure, for sure. What's going on, guys? Thumbs up for me if you would. Need an Ohio team, preferably Columbus. They'll probably expand the lead if this league if it continues to go well. But I mean, so far this has been pretty good football. I mean, it's better. It's been better than the Super Bowl. Hey, Big Dog Brett, 2026, and UGA still won't claim a national championship. Thanks, Dennis. Lee, man, the offensive line here is not doing a good job. I like it so far. It's every snap of the ball is a job interview, and they need to put in Aaron Murray because Matt Sims is not doing a great job right now. He started 4 out of 4. Now he's 3 for 11. He's went 17 yards and freaking threw an interception. What's going on, Carson? Come on, guys. I mean, it's still a close game, but we got to get out in the field, man. We got to at least get a field goal out of this half. We get the ball back in the second half. Overthrows another one. Golly, he just can't stop overthrowing them, man. Look at this. Another flag. What's the flag for now? Holding? Holding. Defense. Wow. We'll take that too. Let's see, at least 3 more months of football. That's right. I'm with you on that one, Quinn. Georgia does not have any weakness next year on the roster except youth. That's true. I like that we have San Antonio and San Diego again in Ohio. I want to watch my Orlando bow hunters. Thanks, Carson. I appreciate that, man. Go Bucks. Yeah, I agree with that, man. I agree with that. See what we got. Matt Sims just keeps overthrowing people, man. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, or fall down, whatever works for you. Golly, this guy sucks. Come on. Clock's running. Minute 23. I think after a week or two, the other games will be real good with players. Yep. I think so, too. I think a lot of these players haven't played in a long time. They're getting used to the speed of the game. I mean, you can practice all you want, but until you get into actually playing the game, it takes a little while to get in the rhythm. Thanks, Quinn. Thanks, Quinn. I'm sorry. I didn't mean Quentin. Yeah, David, these guys haven't played. I like these guys right here playing with some intensity, man. You know, I've seen some nice licks. They're letting them play. They're not calling a bunch of BS calls. 3rd and about 7. You're gonna call what? Oh, did we call a timeout finally? Orlando. Steve Spurrier's like, let me call a timeout for you. Golly. What is your Georgia starting defensive line next year starting? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Didn't Lawrence Cager know that UGA is a run team? Wait, he can't catch. Do I think Aaron Murray will play in the second half? Golly, I hope so, because Matt Sims is kind of all over the place. I don't know. I just don't know. There's 43 seconds here. I mean, if you got a 2-minute offense, this is when you need to be using it. You don't throw to the middle of the field. You throw to the sidelines. You throw to the corner. I don't understand why that's going on. It'll be cool if someone overlooked dude plays great. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking for I'm looking for some of these players to go pro. How about Bob Stoops in the XFL? Hold on. Throw it. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Or run, whatever. Get up there. Timeout. Call a timeout. Call the timeout. What are you doing? You losing time? What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Our coach is terrible. Orlando called a timeout. So they're thinking they might be able to get the ball back. QB looks like he's never played football in his life. Put my boy Aaron Murray in there. Also, our team colors are starting to grow on me. I kind of do like the gold and purple. I would like the silver and purple better, but let's see here. Urban and Columbus Buckeye nuts confirmed. Board drills at the park is something, man. I mean, it really looks like that the coach is getting out coached like crazy. 4th and 1. Why is he not under center here? Why? They're gonna blitz. You better get rid of it quick. Here they come. Called it. Nice. And yeah, that was dumb. You need to make a video path projecting your Georgia depth chart. Yeah, I need to do that, but I'm kind of waiting right now. I was waiting to see what was going to settle down with the team because we had some guys that were getting moved around and taking some graduate transfers. He's got to catch that, though. Sim spent more time on his back than a No, who? Oh, that person? I don't know. There's a penalty right here, and they're going deep. Oh my goodness. In the secondary, so we've got 2 penalty markers on the field. He pulled him so hard he yanked his freaking shoulder pad off.
This might be an illegal blitz again. I thought the corner came from outside. 2 fouls on the defense.
Oh my goodness. Yo, is this stream legit? Owen, I'm not sure what you mean about that, man. What do you mean, Owen? Is my stream legit? What is my thoughts on Justin Fields? I'm not really worried about Justin Fields transferring to Ohio. I think whenever we put him in, he didn't really perform as well as I thought he should have. He made some really bad mistakes. Just didn't seem like he had quite the football IQ that I wanted to see. So I really wasn't too concerned about it. Oh, a little trickeration. Wide open. Good Lord. Good Lord. Kevin Coyles is getting out-coached like crazy. Do you think the Browns can win the ship in this league? No. There's a lot of former NFL players a lot of college superstars on the field. Look at this, dude. Good night. That's terrible. Look at this. All right, look, he's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? He's lost in space. Nobody picks up the quarterback. By the time the safety gets over there, it's way too late. Just getting out coached. Is Mike Vick in here? I doubt it. I wish he was, though. Mike, if you're in here, you can sponsor me. Hey, what's up, Jay? Finna be 24-6 here in just a second. Watch this. This is just. Steve Spurrier, 837 years old, still coaching football. Look at this, man. This is terrible. It's the first game of the season, so, I mean, it's hard to make a lot out of this game. What's going on here? They're talking about something or another. Are they moving the ball? What are they doing? They moved the ball to the center, to the dead center of the field. That's interesting. See what happens. See what happens. Snap quarterback, quick pass, overthrown him. Nice. So that doesn't count. So now it's 6 seconds to go. That and the Legends are going to get the ball. I don't know what they'll do. They may go with some crazy Hail Mary, but we'll see. Hope next year New Orleans or somewhere in Louisiana gets a team in the AAF. I don't know how they're going to do that, man. You going to go to a Legends game? Bryson asked. Yeah, I'm going to a Legends game. Gage, it's the Atlanta Legends versus the Orlando Apollos. What are those ticket prices for UGA and Notre Dame and Athens? I think they're around 150 right now. Let's see here. Are they going to take a knee? I'd love to see them do the old Dan Marino special where they fake the knee. No, they didn't fake it. Okay, so they're going to run the clock out. Okay, clock's run out. All right. So far, it's been more exciting than most of the NFL games that I've watched. These guys really seem to be a little more passionate about getting after the football, about trying to find a way to get into the end zone, make plays. But it really looks like Kevin Coyles is just getting out-coached. What's going on, Mary? You guys say hi to Mary. She's always in my comment section jumping all over people, which I personally think is awesome. She don't take no slack off nobody. Hey, what's up, Keith? Yeah, Steve Spurrier is abusing Coyles, and he's showing every weakness that he's got. Given the fact that Steve Spurrier has won national championships before, he's got a track record as like you wouldn't imagine, and he's playing against a guy who's never been a head coach, even at the collegiate level. He's just Kevin Coyles is getting exposed. It's not even fair. Being a Saints and LSU fan, I'm going to go for Memphis Express since there is LSU and Saints players on it. Yeah. So there's been some things about the game I've really liked. I've really enjoyed the fact that it's an up-paced game. They keep it moving. They keep the commercials to a minimum. When they do show the commercials, it's to the sideline. One of the things I was talking about with earlier, with Keith, was the being able to overhear and listen to what's going on in the replay booth was really cool. It's nice to hear what they're thinking in there so that you don't get blindsided. The time to see Aaron Murray since he's having a rough time after that first drive. Man, they got to put Aaron Murray in. I mean, I don't care how good they thought Sims was in practice. At this point, he's just getting obliterated. I think there at the end of the game, he was something like 4 for the past 12 or 13 tosses. It was terrible. So they need to put Aaron Murray in, let Aaron Murray come out there and show out, make Spurrier have to readapt to Aaron Murray. They've got to make some changes in the playbook. Looks like almost on every first down they're running the ball with Folkston. And that's not cutting it. They figured that out, so they started shutting him down. If you're going to throw a screen pass, they're not coming out quick enough. These guys just cannot keep Sims protected long enough to do anything. Sims doesn't seem to be mobile enough, and it almost seems like he panics as soon as he realizes that the line can't hold him. They can't hold the pocket. He doesn't know what to do. So Sims didn't play football at all last year. I think Aaron Murray did. Sims is a joke. How did he ever beat Aaron Murray in practice like this? Geez, I don't know. I think it was probably more of a leadership thing where some guys in the locker room were looking up to Sims a little more. I mean, that's one of the reasons I think they called him Grandpa. They just kind of look up to him, and I think that's why he ended up getting the starting job. But I think that he needs to come out and they need to give Aaron Murray a chance. You're down double-digit points. It's time to make some type of transition. But I don't know if the coach is smart enough. Sims has a lot of experience compared to most of these guys. He does, but I don't think he's set the kind of records that Aaron Murray does or did. But Sims is a great quarterback. I think at this point it's time to let Aaron Murray come in there and sling it around just to see what will happen. It's not like you got anything to lose. And Sims is overthrowing the crap out of everybody tonight. It's been really interesting. So far, I like it. I like the speed of the game. I like the fact there's a lot less commercials. Mary says Dogs recruiting is off the chain. So far, Dogs recruiting has been exemplary. And if Alabama hadn't pulled one of the best recruiting classes it's pulled in about the past 10 years, Georgia would have had a #1 on 24/7 Sports and ESPN. But we've still got #1 on some of the other sites. So, like Lou said, Aaron is the greatest UGA quarterback in history. I can see why people would say that. Hey, what's going on, Pruitt? Bryson Carney says Johnny Manziel should try this league. I don't know, man. I think a lot of these guys are really humble, and they're trying to get back into pro sports. I don't know that would be anything that would help them. I enjoy having the players mic'd up. I think that's a cool aspect of it. I think it would get you to endear to these players a little more. It gives you a side of their personality you don't normally see, and especially a side of the game you don't normally see. It's nice to be able to see some of the stuff behind the curtain. 93.3 in recruit. Yep. What's up, Boogie? Hold on, I got my biggest, littlest fan right here. Come on, buddy. Oh, snap. Hang on, he's coming. Stand up. There you go. He's got that ducky hair going on. Look at that hair. What I'm doing. Every time I get on here, man, he has to just come over and get on himself, I guess. What you think? Heck no, dude. Do you think the AAF and XFL could ever combine? No, I don't. I think the XFL was kind of a flop. I think it was something that they tried and they couldn't make work. I think this is close enough to NFL that it's going to be a good stepping stone to get some of these players back in the league. To get some of these players back in the league and help these guys make a transition. So, I mean, that's a really good thing for them. Yeah. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. What's that? All right, we're going to hand him back off to Mama. Mary says she's not liking the AAF. They don't kick field goals after a touchdown. You know, I thought about that too. And one of the things about that is it was pretty much an automatic guaranteed point. And they wanted to show that there is more to the game. Who's a better team, really, than just who can kick a PAT? Now, PATs were so automatic. If somebody scored a touchdown, and I myself included, I'd pretty much go, well, there's 7 points. But now that it's 2-point conversion every time, you're really going to find out who is the better team, not just who can kick a PAT. I would love to see the XFL come back. Pruitt, you're in about 5% of the. You're in about 5% of the population, man. The XFL just wasn't, for most people, wasn't close enough to NFL to be interesting. NFL will not be competed with. This will, at best, be a developmental league for the NFL. And that's really what it was kind of being set up for, is to give a lot of players second chances, to give them an opportunity for guys that maybe they declared for the draft, but they weren't quite good enough. They were good enough to play NFL, but they just weren't in the right place at the right time. And this gives them an opportunity to play, continue to develop their skills instead of just getting rusty and trying to show up for a combine and get on next year. This keeps them busy. This keeps them sharp. They're also going to make some contacts inside the NFL, get them ready for the NFL type performance they're going to need to do. XFL is going to be nice. I was hoping Atlanta got a team, but they didn't. XFL coming back next year, look it up. It may, but I'll be honest with you, I don't foresee. It's kind of like the ship sank one time, and we drug it up from the depths. Going to try to make it go again. I just don't think you're going to have the kind of following that it needs to really get going. Carson said, "I'll play it Fortnite. Love your biz." Bye. Thanks, Carson. Appreciate that. Right now, San Diego and San Antonio are playing. Oh, man, this guy got hit so hard it knocked his helmet off. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that was a shot. They're all over this guy. Looks like San Antonio's got a defense. Woo. Uncle Lou's show is on. He says Matt Sims a potato. There's a lot to be said. I'm going to have the players and coaches. Got to have the players and coaches to bring fans. The XFL won't have it, I don't believe. I agree with that, Keith. I think that there's just not enough there to really bring in a fan base like this. At least with this, they're appealing to the fan base's side of there's players that went to the colleges that they follow, so you're going to get some kind of bleed over from that, and I think that's going to help get some of these fans geared up and involved. I did a show last night with Volunteer Roadshow on Tennessee, and we were talking about how there's a lot of college players that never made it pro. That are now, getting more exposure to being able to get back into that pro arena. Let's see here. There's a lot to be said about who can score from the two than just the lineup. Yeah, I agree with that, Pruitt. I mean, it's a whole nother ball game to go for 2 points, and if you think about it, it really makes a dramatic impact because you miss a couple of 2-point conversions. That's huge. How many months will the AAF season be? It's going to be 12 weeks, and that includes like the championship game and the playoff system they're going to do. So you're going to see you're going to see a 12-week season. Keith says they have marching bands. That's a huge plus. I like that they're kind of keeping this as a really interesting middle ground between college and pro. So I think this is going to be a big gap filler for a lot of people. There's some people that's just not into basketball. I'm one of them. I've tried to watch basketball over the years. It just doesn't do anything for me. There's a lot of and basketball is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and all I hear is squeaky shoes, and I just can't get into it. They should expand college football to 16 games. I don't know if they should expand it to 16 games, Mary, so much as they should find a way to incorporate the bowl games into being playoff games so that it makes those games mean more again. Is there a playoff for it? Yeah, I think there's a playoff for it, but I haven't really dug that far into it. I was really more interested in trying to get through this first game and seeing what it was going to be. I was hoping it was going to be as good as it's been so far. Bryson Kearney says, "Nah, dude, basketball is just as good as football." It's super hype, dude. This 14 playoff. What do you mean, Keith? Oh, you think it's a 14 playoff? I think it is too, but I'm not sure. I'll have to dig into it some more. So far, according to the stats, the Atlanta Legends has almost 17 minutes of time on here. I'm gonna see if I can tighten the shot for you guys. Back y'all. But the only thing that the Legends is doing is holding the ball longer. They're not getting on the field or scoring. They just put together a couple of good drives. But it looks like Steve Spurrier has made some adjustments, and it's really become difficult for Kevin Coyles to figure out what to do now. I think he came in the door with a game plan, and now that game plan is over with. You want to come up here again? All right, come on. There we go. Coming up. All right, there we go. So Gary Danielson is so bad. I got to agree. Every time I see Gary Danielson, I want to throw up. I can't stand that guy. He just drives me nuts, man. He's such an Alabama homer. I would be surprised if he didn't start talking about Alabama in this game. Let's see. So, hang on. I got to change hands here. My nose is itching. Sorry about that. Pruitt says, I enjoy the AAF a ton, actually. All they need is one great player to put them in the map. I think what's going to happen is you're gonna see it's going to take a little bit of time for us to find out who the real phenoms are in this league. What? You talking to? Tell them. Say go Dogs. Go Dogs. Now you want down again? Yeah. Dogs? Yep, that's you. I see you. So anyway, there's a lot to be said for the talent that's in this league, and I think it's going to take probably a couple of years for the talent to really get acclimated well. But one of the things I'm worried about is that you're going to see this league is really going to be almost like a revolving door. You're going to see guys come into this league for 2 or 3 years, and then you're going to see them phase into the NFL. And yeah, maybe. We'll see, Mark. He's a hoss already. Sam's got slammed on his back like 20 times. Yeah, he spent more time on his back than the downtown mechanic. That guy just, let's see. I would have to guess who's going to be in the playoffs next season for college. If I had to guess, David, I would probably say, given the fact that Jalen Hurts went to Oklahoma, I'd say Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, and Oklahoma again. All those teams have a great amount of talent. A lot of players at Clemson coming back. Oklahoma having Jalen Hurts is going to add an aspect they desperately need. So I think those 4 teams. When did this football league started tonight? They've been working on it for a couple of years. I mean, even if this doesn't get big, it can kind of be like a AA league. I think that it's probably going to get more push from companies like CBS that are sponsoring it to make money off of it in the offseason. I think they've placed a big bet that this is going to do real well. It's got a lot of NFL talent and a lot of NFL-style coaches. All of that stuff is really going to continue to push this forward. I wouldn't be surprised if you see more marketing go towards it, a lot more paraphernalia, commercial products. You're just going to see that come along. All right, guys, we're finna kick off again. Or not kick off. We're fixing to snap again, so we'll see you guys after the game.